Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So how do you guys feel after a couple of days, several days actually, of bearish turmoil, bearish momentum, bearish trend setting, all that stuff, the last couple of days now? Well, yesterday we actually found ourselves in bullish territory. You can see that here. I've got Bitcoin on the chart. Right now, Bitcoin is trading above 30,000, so that's a good thing. 31,783, almost 800, so let's call it $31,800 as of the time of this recording. You guys can see down here, volume is also pushing up. Buyers are now finding the confidence, matching that selling pressure that we saw a couple of days ago, and we're continuing that trend today. So is the bottom in? I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking to yourself, okay, is this the bottom? Should I buy the bottom now? Are coins going to go even lower? By the way, this is not financial advice. I've got some interesting information though, a prediction suggesting that 2022, all right, the second half of 2022, we are going to see bulls return. And this person who predicted this actually predicted the last dump last year and the next rally up. So we're going to go over that tweet and a few other people suggesting that, the bottom is in. 2022 is actually going to look fairly bullish on the way up, and this was kind of the worst of it. So I'm interested to show you guys that tweet and some other predictions from some familiar faces. So this is Bitcoin right now, looking like it is finding its bottom. If I zoom out here on the chart, we can see Bitcoin did hold support, so that is a very, very important thing to note. It never reached 28,500 down here, which was the bottom set back in June 2021. So we've held support. That's good. XRP, on the other hand, okay, so we'll say, it did dip down. It did break these levels here of about 51 cents, we'll call it. But it is struggling to get up. It's struggling to close above that level. Right now, XRP is trading at about 50 cents. So give or take a little bit, but you guys can see here, XRP still hovering in and around this area, this level of support or a supply zone. So, the numbers are not going to be perfect. And we know, the rest of the crypto market really is just following Bitcoin at this moment in time. Just looking at the entire crypto market, we're down to 1.4 trillion. Bitcoin dominance still holding quite prominently, 42.5%. And we're seeing a bit of green on the charts, at least for some cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, up 1.6. Ethereum is up 2.4. And some of the altcoins are down, like Binance Coin down about 3%. XRP within the last 24 hours down 0.83%. We've got Cardano down a little bit. Solana's down a little bit. But the big one, guys, take a look at this. Terra USD. This has been in the news, at least crypto news, over the last couple of days now. Terra's USD, or rather UST coin, it's depegged completely now. It was trying to regain its peg, but now it's back down around 46 cents, down 49% in the last 24 hours. And, Terra Luna was once a top 10 cryptocurrency, now falling to the number 40 spot here, down to $3.84. Coincidentally, that was XRP's all-time high, down 87% in the last 24 hours. And in the last 7 days, it's down 95.54%. So, yeah, I mean, all joking aside, there are a lot of fundamentals wrong with this project, and, clearly it is unraveling before our eyes. I just did a video on this yesterday. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner, why we're seeing the market decline and how Terra Luna and Terra's UST coin, how they are playing somewhat of a role in what we're seeing now in the entire market. So, yeah, all joking aside, my heart goes out to those people who thought, my investment is safe in this cryptocurrency. I know you might feel like, it is the end of days, but, it's not the end of the world. This is why never invest more than you can afford to lose. Number one golden rule. I got the Luna chart up here just to kind of demonstrate the significant downtrend that we saw for Luna. Actually, no, that's Luna. I got to go Luna USD to get the price here. Even more significant than the market cap here, just fell off a cliff. Trading right now at about $2.15. We did see Luna way back in March of 2020 trading at about 12 cents. Then that meteoric rise all the way up to about $118 per coin. Now it's right back down to about $2.13, $2.12. So the rise and fall of Terra's Luna coin. Unusual Whales here tweeting this: Luna is fully collapsing, currently trading at about $8 as of the time of this tweet. At the beginning of April, it was at $120. UST is once again depegging, trading below 60 cents. So as I showed you guys, it was trading at around 46 cents. And so just to reiterate, I know there are a lot of newbies in the space who may have invested in this. Always good to do your own research. I know I don't want this to be about I told you so's, but it's not the end of the world. I know you might feel like it is at this moment in time. Maybe it's good to just step away from the computer, get out, be around family, friends, loved ones. If you do feel embarrassed, if you do feel like, this is the end of your experience with cryptocurrencies or trading or what have you, pick yourself up. I've had a lot of bad experiences in the past when I first started trading. Anyway, just wanted to extend my feelings of support for those of you guys who may have lost a ton of cash. Michael at Val5Links also bringing this up. So this is kind of a story that I guess it's not really flying under the radar, but more should be paying attention to this. A Coinbase bankruptcy scenario could see stored assets involved. Now, in and amongst this cryptocurrency collapse, we're also seeing this. Crypto held on Coinbase could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings. And the reason why? Some small print in a financial report from Coinbase has raised eyebrows over a potential bankruptcy scenario and the implications for retail customers' crypto assets stored on the platform. In its 10Q report on May the 11th, America's largest cryptocurrency exchange clarified its position on asset custody and safeguarding customers' funds. Here's what they said. In the event of a bankruptcy, the crypto assets we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings, and such customers could be treated as our general unsecured creditors. This brought up to us by Crypto Whale here on Twitter in a tweet, which I'm going to get to in a second. Moon Lambo here also commenting on this. Thoughts on Coinbase going bankrupt? Well, if you guys didn't know, it's alarming that on the day they announced they lost $430 million in Q1 of this year, they also share publicly that if they go bankrupt, then customers will be treated as creditors. So yeah, that's the other bit of news. They lost $430 million in Q1. Let's just bring up the coin chart here. Wow, does that ever look ugly? The IPO originally launched back in April at the top of the bull run last year, coincidentally or not so coincidentally, had Coinbase trading at about $429,000 at its high. And this is what it's looked like over the last year or so. Came right back up in November when we did see that new all-time high for Bitcoin. And then just look at this, fell right off a cliff here. I've never seen a chart looking this bad, making new lows after the launch of an IPO. Right now, Coinbase is trading at about $72.99, and the pre-market trade, it's listed down here at about $62.34. So that was the news. And Moon Lambo also noticing that this does not sound good for people who use Coinbase, who keep their coins on the exchange. I just finished reading the thread from Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO, addressing bankruptcy concerns. He says everything is fine. So here is that tweet thread here. There is some noise about a disclosure we made in our 10Q today about how we hold crypto assets. I'm not going to go over the thread, but he's essentially alleviating customers' fears that Coinbase is going to go bankrupt. Moon Lambo continues by saying he shared this link and says the reason for the new bankruptcy language is due to the new SEC requirement. I read this on the official SEC website, and what he's saying seems to be true. So it does indeed seem likely that there's no tie regarding their tremendous Q1 financial loss to the introduction of this new bankruptcy language. Coinbase should have handled this better, however, and should have known that their customers would be alarmed. Regardless, and this is the point, guys, this is the takeaway here, I think this is a good kick in the rear for anybody that is keeping their cryptocurrencies on any exchange. Whether it's Coinbase or any other exchange, it's best to custody your own crypto, as they say, not your keys, not your crypto. Which brings me to this, guys. I mention this every now and then, and I do have an affiliate link for a self-custody solution. If you do not want to take the risk and, keep your cryptocurrency on an exchange, have it in your own self-custody solution. This is like having a safe for your crypto. You can use my affiliate link if you want, but you don't have to use it. There are other solutions. I personally use the Ledger Nano because I love the Ledger Nano for so many reasons. It's a physical device. They've come out with many iterations of this device. So again, I have an affiliate link in the description of the video if you want to keep your cryptocurrency safe. It's tumultuous times right now, no doubt about it, especially, seeing stocks like Coinbase stock going down, plummeting. How much did it really plummet since its IPO back last year? Let's just take a look real quick here. Down 83%. So down more than some cryptocurrencies. So that says something, I think. Cryptocurrencies are actually holding up. Kenwood Capital here mentioning this: Cardano and XRP beat Coinbase's whole market cap following their earnings report. So just take a look at this. Following the revelation of the company's performance in Q1 2022, Coinbase stock dropped massively as it reported the 430 million loss. But according to CoinMarketCap, just down here, Cardano, their total market capitalization is now sitting at approximately $20.8 billion, as Coinbase's is now at $19 billion. So the entire market cap of Cardano is actually larger than Coinbase. Cardano is not the only cryptocurrency that is beating one of the biggest cryptocurrency trading platforms in the world, as XRP's $24 billion market capitalization also exceeds Coinbase. So we are actually seeing, despite the downturn and despite, what we are seeing in the market today, XRP, even though it's hovering at around 50 cents, trying to hold that critical support here, market capitalization still higher than companies like Coinbase. Also, just bringing up Bitcoin, we're seeing markets crashing. Bitcoin still has not taken out this low. So how robust is the cryptocurrency market really? Considering we are seeing all this negative news, right? The Terra Luna stuff, right? That was really devastating, and I think shook a lot of cryptocurrency traders, even if they weren't invested specifically in Terra's Luna coin. I guess the thought would go as such, even though I'm not invested in that coin, what coins am I invested in? And could the same thing happen to me? This is why, guys, it's important. Do your own research. Only invest in the coins that solve problems. And I don't say this to be a jackass. I say this for good reason. Know what project you're invested in. And this is why, again, right, I'm going to double down on that and say I'm looking at the WEF, World Economic Forum paper, and looking at what coins they see as solving problems. So not only do those blockchains and cryptocurrencies solve problems, they're also endorsed by the mega elites that essentially run the world, or that have connections to the people that run the world. So, it's no surprise Cardano, XRP doing very well. And, with respect to the Terra Luna situation, isn't it convenient that Janet Yellen came out with this on the very same day? This coming from Forbes: breaking, Treasury Secretary with respect to digital assets, new products, and technology may present opportunities to promote innovation and increase efficiencies. Listen to this.
With respect to digital assets, new products and technology may present opportunities to promote innovation and increase efficiencies. However, digital assets may pose risk to the financial system, and increased and coordinated regulatory attention is necessary. On March 9th, President Biden signed an executive order calling for a comprehensive approach to digital asset policy. The Council is drafting a report that will identify financial stability risks and regulatory gaps. I look forward to working with you on the issues and opportunities posed by digital assets.
Okay, and the clip ends there. So, coming out saying, digital assets may pose risks to the financial system, and so we really need to drill down on that regulatory clarity. I believe there was also something here with regards to stable coins specifically. This clip was only 47 seconds long, but no doubt this is coordinated. And even BitCrumb's down here saying, she probably said the same thing during the dot-com emergence in 1995. One Way XRP also saying she had the same hairstyle since 1980. I'm sure she's been repeating the same rhetoric since getting into office. Jimmy Knows Best mentioning down here, step 1, scare the crap out of everybody. Step 2, tell them you will protect them. Step 3, change the laws to benefit the banks. That's how you do it. A coordinated effort, no doubt. I don't think we are being fooled. Not at all. So, which begs the question, the Terra Luna situation, was it indeed planned? And in yesterday's video, which I did link in the top right-hand corner earlier on in this video, unfortunately, YouTube won't let me link it twice. Otherwise, I would link it again in the top right-hand corner. But I believe it was Tag XRP brought to our attention a tweet that actually connects JP Morgan to the Terra Luna Foundation. And so could it be that big banks set up this cryptocurrency project to, in fact, have it self-destruct months down the road, even years down the road, in order to now have a reason for their woman at the top here, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, to then come down and say, yeah, look, guys, we really need that regulatory clarity here in the United States. All things that make you go, So when are we going to get this legislation? Which brings me to kind of, I think, the most exciting part of this video. Janet Yellen wants stablecoin legislation done by the end of the year. This coming from Blockworks. So Senator Toomey asks when.
I'm grateful for your point. I hope you will agree to work with me and my colleagues who are interested in getting something done. Do you think we could shoot for a goal of getting legislation done this year?
I think it would be highly appropriate. The outstanding stock of stablecoins is growing at a very rapid rate, and we really need a consistent federal framework. I really look forward to working with you and members of Congress to devise legislation that would accomplish that.
So, guys, you heard it here. By the end of this year, asked Senator Toomey and Jenny Yellen saying, yeah, we really need this now. We really need it to be nailed down. And so, she's agreeing latter half of 2022, which is now, or rather starting in a month from now. Which begs the question, is cryptocurrency going to rebound in the latter half of 2022? Well, more evidence to suggest it will. James Rule XRP bringing this to our attention. Crypto recovery in the second half of 2022 is unquestionable, says PolySign CEO Jack McDonald. The CEO of PolySign, guys, listen to this.
And with these macro factors that are influencing the price of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, given that some of them are longer term headwinds like, the war in Ukraine, we don't know when that's going to end, inflationary pressures, do you anticipate 30K as holding for support, or do you think that prices could fall below that level?
I don't have a crystal ball, and I think what the markets have taught us of late is that it's really hard to predict. I think most of us thought we'd see green all day on the screen and not see this whipsaw that we've seen in the equity markets. It feels to me like we're sniffing around for a bottom here. It feels to me like we're getting to a point of capitulation. I think what you're seeing certainly in the crypto markets is a lot of momentum and speculative investors who are getting flushed out here. We see from our business standard custody and trust a lot of interest coming from institutions. We just had a very large prospective investor come in today who feels like it's the bottom and they're looking to move into the space. And so I do think there's a lot of pent up demand. I keep reminding myself when I do my own gut check here is that the longer term fundamentals have really remained unchanged. There's nothing that we've learned fundamental to the crypto long term story that I think has changed over the last couple of months here. We have the advantage of seeing what institutions are doing day in, day out, and big major institutions globally believe in the long-term trend, not only around the underlying blockchain technology, but more importantly, around digital assets. We are in the process of really rewriting a new operating system for capital markets. And I think that longer-term thesis will ultimately prevail, and that the higher quality tokens and assets will prevail as well.
Gonna stop it there for 1 second. So Jack McDonald, the CEO of PolySign, saying, their institutional clients aren't changing their mind on cryptocurrency, asking for an entry, sniffing out, seeing if the bottom is in. Also, Jack McDonald saying, the fundamentals of cryptocurrency have not changed, right? Cryptos are still going to provide a solution for the future of finance. That hasn't changed. New projects are coming online all the time. Sniff out the projects that solve problems like the XRPs, like the XLMs, like the Cardano ADAs, the Algorands, what have you. Maybe have a little bit of Bitcoin in your basket as a gold 2.0, an alternative to a safe hedge against inflation. So here, we're hearing it from Jack McDonald, the CEO of PolySign, saying the bottom could be in. They're sniffing out the bottom. Is it $30,000 for Bitcoin? Let me continue.
And then just finally here, there's been a lot of analyst calls for the second half of 2022 to see a rebound in crypto. And of course, you don't have a crystal ball, but is that what you forecast as well? Do you think that we will see a turnaround?
Unquestionable. I think the hodlers are going to remain steady. That's certainly what I've been doing. And as I said, if anything, I think the real money that's going to be coming into the space views this market drawdown as a real opportunity for the longer term. So I remain very, very bullish.
Remains very, very bullish. Absolutely. The second half of 2022, unquestionable that cryptocurrency will rally once again. And so, again, guys, this is coming from Jack McDonald, the CEO of PolySign, being interviewed on CNBC's Crypto World. Okay, that isn't even the best piece of news that I have for you today. Will Clement here, okay, saying, what kind of sorcery is this? Tweeting out a screen grab from MAREN on Twitter. Note the date on this tweet, okay? January 22nd, 2022. Retweeting out a tweet that she tweeted out on January 22nd, 2021. BTC May 16th and July 25th. effing take note. Well, let's go to May 16th, 2021 on the Bitcoin charts and see what she means. I've got Bitcoin up here on the daily. May 16th would bring me in and around here. Okay, MAREN's tweet, May the 16th would be this candlestick in here. Okay, let me just see if I can zoom in a little better on that. May 16th there. And then she wrote plus July 25th, effing take note. July 25th, 2021 was in and around here. It was this candlestick here, guys. So, not pinpointing the date exactly, but ultimately predicting the downturn followed by an upturn. Taking it one step further, retweeting again on the same day, January the 22nd, 2022, May 10th, plus October 28th. Do what you will. So bringing the Bitcoin chart back up here, okay, dragging it over here, May 10th brought us right over here, guys. May the 10th. This candlestick here, the rebound after a downturn. So what are we to expect for October 28th, 2022? Are we going to see several months of consolidation before an uptrend? I mean, it looks as though her predictions were correct back last year. And even Will Clement commenting, what kind of sorcery is this? Not to mention we've got Jack McDonald and others suggesting that this is just a temporary correction before we rally at the end of 2022. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.